Hey guys, the other day when Jungkook appeared on a live broadcast, my heart truly skipped a beat. It had been such a long time since we had last seen him, and feeling his presence so close again was one of the most beautiful feelings. At the same time though, it carried a quiet ache. Jungkook looked breathtaking, even at that late hour, when the night was almost giving way to dawn. In that moment, I remembered what Kim Tae-han always used to say about how special Cookie is. That live broadcast felt different. It was meaningful. Jungkook showed himself exactly as he is, without any pretense. He honestly admitted that he wished he could share more, but he couldn't because of work. That honesty alone showed how much he truly cares about us. Everything he did that evening felt intentional, as if he wanted us to know that we matter to him and that nothing could ever change that. He had worked so hard that day, and yet he still chose to come online to talk to us because he felt it was important. He wanted to share his thoughts and feelings, and he did it with the sincerity that has always defined him. Throughout the broadcast, it was clear that he was holding back a lot. There were so many things he could not say. And still, he smiled. He remained gentle, warm, and kind. It's incredible how someone going through difficult times can still choose to show compassion toward others. That evening, Jungkook once again reminded everyone why so many admire him, not only for his talent, but for his kindness and personality. But after the broadcast ended, something deeply upsetting happened. The video disappeared as if it had never existed. Many people felt disappointed and confused because Jungkook had done absolutely nothing wrong. He was simply being honest and showing his true self. Those who criticized him should remember that Jungkook is human, just like all of us. He has feelings, he has rights, he has a heart that feels pain, joy, exhaustion, and hope. He always tries his best, even when he is sad or tired. Seeing someone so kind being judged simply for being himself feels incredibly unfair. It hurts those of us who genuinely love him. Tae-han always said that Jungkook was special, and that evening, Jungkook proved it once again. The connection between them felt strong and undeniable. We could see how they understood each other without speaking. When Jungkook smiled that night, I could almost imagine Tae-han saying, "This is my Cookie," because he knows Jungkook's heart so deeply. Their relationship feels like something that goes beyond what we see on the surface. It is a bond that has grown stronger over time, shaped by shared experiences, challenges, and trust. In difficult moments like these, friendship becomes even more important. True support is not something everyone is lucky enough to have. Jungkook does not deserve to be judged for being honest or for showing his emotions. Before he became a global icon, he was a human being. He is still a human being. He has the right to feel sad, angry, exhausted, or disappointed, just like anyone else. He deserves to live his life without constantly being told how to behave or what to do. What hurts the most is that despite all the love he gives, there will always be people who focus only on negativity and criticize without thinking about his feelings. Jungkook is a young man with a big heart. He deserves respect and understanding, not harsh judgment or baseless criticism. I want Jungkook to know that so many people love him exactly as he is, with all his strengths and imperfections. Honestly, it frustrates me how some people are always ready to create drama, even though I am someone who usually stays calm and avoids conflict. At the same time, others exaggerate minor things like a necklace or a profile picture, twisting them out of context to build imaginary relationship stories. In reality, one look at Jungkook's eyes is enough to see how stressed he is because of the workload and the company's demands. That is why we are now seeing a more open and human side of him. Some people choose to focus on surface-level details instead of trying to understand what is happening behind the scenes. For me, this is not just entertainment. Moments like that carry a much deeper emotional meaning. Jungkook did not say that the company is absolutely perfect. What he meant was that there are individuals within the company who care about him and support him. That is an important difference. Jungkook's words reflected his genuine feelings about his work and the people around him. They were not shallow statements that could be easily twisted. It's important to truly understand what he meant instead of reducing everything to gossip or speculation. That evening, Jungkook's honest and human side came forward. Moments like that should be understood, not turned into rumors about insignificant details. His words, his facial expressions, and the tone of his voice carry deeper meanings. Often, those subtle things speak louder than words themselves. Being a fan means respecting his emotions and recognizing that he is simply a person who wants to live honestly and peacefully. His vulnerability should inspire respect, not baseless assumptions. Jungkook and Taehan remain at the center of much of this conversation. Their closeness is visible in the way they support each other during difficult times. Taehan understands Jungkook without the need for words, and that understanding strengthens their bond. Their dynamic does not feel forced or exaggerated. It appears naturally in small gestures, exchanged glances, and meaningful pauses. Jungkook often expresses his emotions not through speeches, but through quiet actions that show care and respect. Over time, their relationship has continued to grow, shaped by shared exhaustion, responsibility, and the trust that developed alongside them. Their support for one another feels genuine, bringing calm and stability within a demanding professional environment. Long speeches are not necessary to recognize their closeness. A smile or a single look is often enough to reveal a connection that has endured over time. Their affection does not rely on dramatic declarations, but on consistent actions. That night felt like a silent confession. The silence after the broadcast ended spoke louder than any sentence. A sense of emptiness lingered, as if something precious had been taken away without empathy or understanding. Many of us stayed awake, staring at the empty screen, wondering why honesty sometimes carries such a heavy cost. Jungkook was not asking for sympathy, he simply wanted to be heard. That should have been enough. But the world is not always kind to those who choose honesty. Honesty can feel threatening, especially when it comes from someone so influential. Jungkook stands at a crossroads between professional responsibility and personal needs, and the weight of that position is visible in his eyes. The pressure may not always be obvious, but it exists in the pauses, in the held breath, in the controlled smile meant to reassure others. Those who pay close attention can sense that this is not an act, it is reality. Amid everything, Kim Taehan's presence feels steady and grounding. He does not need to appear on screen to be felt. There is a quiet certainty that Jungkook is not alone, that someone understands the burden without long explanations. Relationships like this are not created in the spotlight. They are built during long nights, exhausting rehearsals, and moments of silent trust. When the world demands perfection, they remind each other to remain human, and that is where real strength lies. Many people forget that silence can be a form of protection. Not every feeling needs to be shared publicly to be real. Jungkook's choice to remain silent about certain matters is not weakness, it's self-preservation. The public often makes the mistake of believing they are entitled to everything, as if fame removes personal boundaries. In truth, the more attention someone receives, the more they need a safe space, and that space usually belongs to only a few trusted individuals. When Jungkook shows vulnerability, it is not an invitation for judgment, it is an act of trust, and trust is delicate. Once broken, it leaves marks that are not always visible, but last a long time. The quiet night after the broadcast became a mirror, revealing who genuinely cares and who is simply searching for something to criticize. There is a clear difference between love and consumption, and that difference shapes how someone treats the person they claim to admire. Even in his exhaustion, which he does not try to hide, he chooses kindness. That choice is not an obligation, it is part of who he is. Such kindness is built from deep values, and those values remain meaningful even when the world feels unfair. Taehan, in his own quiet way, acts as a stabilizing presence, not to rescue, but to walk beside him. That companionship does not need drama to feel real. In fact, its quietness is what makes it powerful and comforting. And perhaps that is why moments like that live stream stay with us so deeply. They remind us that behind the fame, behind the expectations, there is still a human heart that simply wants to be understood.